Good Monday evening, everybody. Hope all is well. This is Stephen Ray, and we currently have a moderate risk for we have a moderate risk that has been issued for a good portion of north and central Mississippi. And as you can see, this goes all the way from the Memphis, Tennessee area all the way down to Vicksburg, including Starkville, Mississippi, and Tupelo, Mississippi, as well as we get into the afternoon and the evening hours tomorrow. And then it is going to move over into central and southern Mississippi and also into western Alabama as we move into the pre dawn hours tomorrow. But it does look like that the most significant severe weather potential is going to be right there in that red shaded area that includes places like Holly Springs, Mississippi. It includes Oxford, Mississippi. It includes Greenwood, Mississippi. It also includes Hernando, uh, Horn Lake, like I said, Tupelo, Starkville, West Point, any place like that in the red shaded area, you guys need to be abreast of the latest weather information as we move into the day tomorrow. Now, here is a look across the northern portions of the Mississippi area from around the Tupelo to Oxford to Memphis area. And as you can see up there, and this also does include the Tunica, Mississippi area, you guys are in a 4 out of 5 confidence for the potential of severe weather. And this includes widespread severe storms likely along and ahead of a cold front tomorrow afternoon through midnight and possibly into early Wednesday morning. These could be long lived and intense thunderstorms. Now, as you can see, the wind and the tornado threat is more on the higher side, and the large hail threat is on the lower end. And yeah, there could be a couple of long track tornadoes up in this area, including in the red shaded area. And like I said, this does come from tomorrow afternoon through midnight and then possibly extending into the early Wednesday morning hours the closer you get to the Alabama state line. Now, if you are a little bit further off towards the south, in central, eastern, or western Mississippi. As you can see, basically from the area of Vicksburg across the Jackson, Mississippi Metro and Meridian, you guys are in the moderate to the enhanced risk, and the enhanced risk does go all the way down to the Pine Belt area of Mississippi. And if you are in the red shaded area, strong tornadoes, significant and long track possible, damaging winds upwards of 80 miles per hour and golf ball sized hail. If you were in the orange shaded area, tornadoes likely, some possibly strong, damaging winds upwards of 70 and large hail up to golf ball sized. And then if you were in the yellow shaded area, which includes Hattiesburg and Laurel, Mississippi, damaging winds upwards of 60, a tornado cannot be ruled out, and hail to the size of quarters. Now, if you are along and southwest of a 20 corridor, which runs from Vicksburg to Jackson to Meridian, if you are south of that area or if you are west of that area, your threat is going to be between 1 and 9 p.m. tomorrow. However, if you were off towards the northeast of the 20 corridor in Mississippi, basically from the cities of Vicksburg, Jackson, and Meridian, and points off towards the northeast, 3 p.m. until 4 a.m. on Wednesday. So this is going to be a long duration event tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, pushing into the early morning hours on Wednesday. Now, let me also caution you, um, there are a couple of signs in the models that say that the shear and the cape, that is the amount of potential energy, are not in phase with this system. Now, we've seen a couple of model runs where they're not actually in sync, and what that means is that yes, there is the potential for strong tornadoes, significant long track tornadoes. On the other end, though, there is the potential that one or two missing ingredients could throw everything off and this turn into a heavy rain event. So I want you guys to know and to prepare for the worst, but there are signs that there could potentially be one or two things that could throw a wrench into everything here. So just make sure that you keep up with the latest weather information all day tomorrow and into the early evening hours, to make sure that it is a reliable source of where you get your weather information from. So we are hoping and praying that this is a bust and that nothing serious happens. However, the parameters are strong enough that we do need to warn you guys just to be on the safe side so that you are not caught off guard in the event that we do have a couple of strong tornadoes, which some could be long tracked tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. But we will definitely keep our fingers crossed that the system does not line up together and it turns into a heavy rain threat and no severe weather. But remember, keep up with the latest weather information. And I want to go over real quick. Here are the multiple ways that you guys can get warnings. You guys can get your warnings through the internet or local TV or radio, a wireless emergency alert, or a weather app, a NOAA weather radio from outdoor sirens. However, there are mixed signals about whether you should or shouldn't rely on an outdoor siren. And then finally, from your friends and family and coworkers to keep you guys abreast of the latest weather information. Now, I did want to also mention for the people in the deep south, because a lot of people do live in a manufactured home and a mobile home. This is a death trap if you are in those in the event of winds over 58 miles per hour or even in a small tornado. They are not safe for a severe weather conditions. Um, Tornadoes may occur with little to no advanced warning. When severe weather is predicted, consider making plans in advance, like maybe tonight or early in the morning, to spend the event in a safer structure, such as a site built home, a friend or family member's house, a nearby building, or a convenience store is the best place to ride out a potential tornado outbreak and a tornado warning, because mobile homes are not safe. And I did want to also go back over here and show you this as well. This right here is the best place to go when sheltering from a tornado inside a site built home. No top floor protects you from the tornado. So remember, make sure if a tornado warning is issued, you get off the top floor. Exterior rooms, meaning the ones closest to the outside of the home, near windows, do not protect you, and no place outside is safe from a tornado. If you do not have a basement, go to the lowest floor of your home near the center and put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. And especially the best place is if you have a basement or a storm shelter in the event of a tornado warning tomorrow. But guys, remember, once again, top floor rooms do not protect you. And once again, exterior rooms, the ones on the outside of the home, do not protect you as well as multiple rooms inside the center of your home. So that is where you guys need to go in the event that we do have severe weather tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. And if you get underneath a tornado warning, that is the best place to go. And remember to also have a supply kit, emergency supply kit on hand in case you guys are hit or brushed aside by a tornado. You guys will know what to do to basically do any important documents you might need. Also, an extra pair of clothes, an extra pair of tennis shoes, and also, of course, a whistle and flashlights are a must in your emergency supply kit for sheltering from a tornado in the event that your home is struck by a tornado. So I did want to also mention that as well. But once again, there is the large area of severe weather that is going to happen tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening across Mississippi. And as you can see, the most significant one is going to be in the red shaded area. But we could also have some big time problems in as far south as Natchez, Mississippi, all the way up to Corinth, Mississippi, in the orange shaded area. So don't pay close attention to do not pay close attention to the color schemes per se. Just know that tomorrow, anywhere across the state of Mississippi, there is the potential for tornadoes and damaging straight line winds. And as always, I will be here providing coverage for you guys in the event that we do have severe weather that does break out across Mississippi and other states as well. And then, as you can see, tomorrow evening and into the day on Wednesday, it does move over into the state of Alabama. So that is the issue that we currently have ongoing right now. And I'm going to pop this back up so everybody can read where you go when sheltering from a tornado. And I see that we do have a few comments, so I'm going to read those as well and answer any questions that you guys might have. Okay, I did want to also put this on there as well. Be sure to share this video with your friends and family. And of course, as always, thank you for watching this. But remember, make sure that you share this out with your friends and family just to let them know about the significance of the severe weather potential tomorrow. However, I am keeping my fingers crossed, like I've said multiple times, that this turns into a bust and we don't have anything to worry about during the day tomorrow, but I can't always guarantee that that is going to happen. So, guys, if you are in Mississippi, I'm going to sign off. We have great weather for the remainder of the evening and through the first half of tomorrow. But guys, keep abreast of the latest weather information, and I will see you guys um, tomorrow with any kind of updated warning information that you might need. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Now, if you were watching and worried about the state of Alabama, I'm about to move over to the east and talk about the Alabama situation for tomorrow. Guys in Mississippi, have a great one, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this severe weather update. And we do have the most significant severe weather potential tomorrow is going to be over in Mississippi, but there is a threat of severe weather across over here in the great state of Alabama as well. And as you can see, that there is a enhanced risk that comes all the way to just west of Florence, Alabama. It does clip the northwestern corner of the state of Alabama, and then the standard slight risk goes all the way to just east of I 65, which runs from basically Decatur all the way down to Montgomery. So that is the area of concern as we get into the day tomorrow and into the pre dawn hours on Wednesday. So this is going to be a kind of a wait and see how the storms develop over in Mississippi before we get the severe weather here to us in Alabama. Now, it does look like that the most significant severe weather potential right now is going to stay closer to I 55 and the Memphis metro area, but of course, that could change at any time, and that's why you guys need to continue to keep up with the latest weather information across the area. Now, of course, let's go on ahead and start up here in the northwest corner of Alabama, especially where there is the enhanced risk, and this does include a small portion of Lauderdale and Colbert counties up there in far northwestern Alabama. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing damaging winds, tornadoes, large hail, and minor flooding. And once again, this is from Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning, so it's going to be a little bit longer and a little bit later before the storms get to us once they originate over in Mississippi. And this is for all of northern Alabama and southern middle Tennessee. And as you can see down here, the weather hazards do include strong damaging wind gusts, tornadoes, large hail, and of course, locally heavy rainfall. And I think the further east you get over into northeast Alabama, I think the severe weather risk is going to be less and less the further east you go into the overnight hours tomorrow. So that is the situation up in North Alabama. Let's move a little bit further off towards the south and talk about central, eastern, and western Alabama. And if you are along and west of the I 50 I 65 corridor in Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Hamilton, Jasper, Cordova, Demopolis, Aliceville, Moundville, Greensboro, Utah, Fayette. Your severe weather threat is going to be from 4 p.m. tomorrow through 2 a.m. This does include the Tuscaloosa metro area as well. And if you are in the enhanced risk, which does include Hamilton and parts of Lamar and northwestern Pickens, tornadoes, damaging winds upwards of 70, and ping pong ball sized hail possible. If you are in the slight risk, which is basically going to be the Birmingham Metro, Clanton, Selma, Demopolis, and Tuscaloosa, you guys can expect to see tornadoes possible, damaging winds upwards of 60 and quarter sized hail. Sorry about that. I had a little tickle in my throat. And then, of course, if you get over here towards East Alabama, Gadsden, Anniston, Alexander City, Montgomery, Auburn, Troy, and Eufaula, it looks like that this is going to be a lesser threat for you guys because you guys are in the marginal risk, but it cannot be ruled out. So basically, if you are in East Alabama, basically from the Birmingham metro area to Selma, Montgomery, Clanton, Alexander City, Gadsden, and Anniston. Your threat is from 7 p.m. until 6 a.m. And then for southeast Alabama, can expect to see it between 3 a.m. and 9 a.m. during the morning hours on Wednesday. So it's going to be a long duration event as it pulls across the state. But it's going to be real interesting to see how the storms progress as we move into the day tomorrow and see how it all evolves over to the west of us over in Mississippi. And as you can see, if you have any friends or loved ones in the Oxford, Mississippi area, if you have anybody that lives near Tupelo, if you have anybody near Memphis, if you have anybody near Jackson, Mississippi, Vicksburg, Yazoo City, they are in a moderate risk of severe weather with the potential for long track significant tornadoes. So if you know any friends or loved ones over there, make sure you text them, you call them, you email them, you get in touch with them however you know how to, and let them know that there is a significant threat of severe weather for them tomorrow. There across the state of Mississippi, and then it will move into Alabama during the late afternoon into the early evening hours, and then last through tomorrow night as it crosses the state of Alabama. Now, I did want to also mention mobile home safety and mobile homes because a lot of people do live in mobile homes across the southeast, and especially in Alabama. They are death traps when it comes to strong, damaging winds and potential tornadoes. Tornadoes may occur with little to no advanced warning. When severe weather is predicted, like it is right now, consider making plans in advance, meaning either tonight or early in the morning to spend the event in a safer structure inside of a site built home or site built building and a friend or family member's house, a nearby building, or a convenience store is the best place to ride out a severe weather event and especially a tornado warning in the event that you do live in a mobile home. And there's also multiple ways that you guys can keep up with the latest weather information, your local TV or radio, your internet. The majority of us have those wireless emergency alerts and weather apps on our smartphones. You can also get a NOAA weather radio. There are, pros and cons of outdoor sirens, but do not, I repeat, do not rely on outdoor sirens alone to get you the warning. Make sure you have multiple ways of getting warnings because sometimes the outdoor sirens do not go off. And then also from your family, your friends, and or your coworkers as well. I did want to also mention this, so let me go back over here and pop this up on the screen. And as you can see right there, I did this earlier for my friends over in Mississippi. I'm doing it also again for my friends over here in Alabama. Here's where you go when sheltering from a tornado in a site built home. Top floor rooms do not protect you. The exterior rooms, meaning the rooms nearest the outside of the home with windows, do not protect you. If you do not have a basement, make sure you move to an interior room on the lowest floor of your home with no windows. And the best place, obviously, is a basement or a storm shelter. But remember, the key is no place outside is safe from a tornado. So, no nos in a tornado warning. No top floors, no exterior rooms, no windows, and no place outside. That is why it is very, very important that you know where to go in the event that a tornado warning is issued tomorrow. The lowest floor of your home internally, inside the home, with as many walls between you and the outside as possible, such as an interior closet, an interior bathroom, and remember, absolutely no windows. So, guys, I will be here watching severe weather for you guys tomorrow. Make sure that you have multiple ways of receiving warnings. Once again, I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. I intend to do multiple severe weather updates as we move into the day tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. We will get through this. I will make sure that we get through this safe. This is nothing uncommon here in the Deep South. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow with the latest weather information. Stay soon. Stay calm. Have a great one, and I will see you guys tomorrow.